I need to like cut it.
Bloopers.
You need to cut it.
Bloopers. I ain't no bloopers.
Thanks a bunch.
Here you go, ready? Here we are in the upper room Overflow with my friend Charlie here. Actually, she's a famous YouTuber for speaking things into existence.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
right?
seen it.
You can look her up, Charlie B+3, right?
Yeah.
Charlie B+3, really cute page. She has her family on there. It's super fun to watch. So we've been talking, and it's after church. We've been talking, kind of fellowshipping, and one of the topics we've been discussing is actually about family. We've been talking a lot about family and how important it is to begin to embed things in them young now. So real quick, I guess personal questions. How old are your kids?
8 and 4. Well, I have 2 twins.
Right.
Well, that was Nicotine.
Yeah, you have twins.
2.
So she has twins, 4-year-olds,
Yes.
and then a handful sometimes.
If you look at it like that.
Yeah. Actually, go to her YouTube channel and you can actually see they're fun. They're really cute.
Yes.
Really cute. And then an 8-year-old who actually plays football.
Yes.
And being part of that. So one of the topics we started talking about was being able to embed things in them. Go on and share a little bit about what you were saying earlier.
Earlier I was saying that the same things that I live my life, I want to put that into my children. I want them to speak things into existence. I want them to see what they want. I want them to just know that they can have it as long as they work for it and that they manifest it into their lives. So,
and it begins to be in their DNA.
Mm-hmm.
I like one of the things you said earlier was even the small things, teaching them to believe in the small things, and then later on in life, that becomes part of who they are, their makeup as a person. That's kind of, in essence, your background?
Yes, because everything that I do as an adult, because I actually had a break in the church for about 10 to 12 years. So my adult life, I use what I learned like from my ministers in my younger days to push me through like all the trials and tribulations that I was going through in that 10 to 12 year hiatus. So everything that I learned, just having faith, what else?
Speaking things into
existence, looking at the positives in adversity. Oh my gosh, that was major. And I'll always hear everything I learned in church as a child that pushed me through that.
Right. And so those things that you learned as a child, they almost became like a voice that you could hear guiding you through your walk, I guess, as an adult and stuff. And
most definitely.
one of the questions I asked you earlier was, so what do you hear a voice? Like whose voice do you hear? Because I know we talked about, there's some scriptures you get back, but it's still there. For me, it was my dad. For me, it's my dad. I hear my dad. It's funny, every sentence that he started off was with boy, right? And then he would say whatever he was going to say. So I always hear that, boy, and then boom. Yours, you said it was the ministers that you...
My team ministers, and they would create music, and I'm very musically inclined, and I always... even if I like the beat of songs, I always listen to the lyrics because I feel like any and everything you're speaking into your life, no matter what's going on, you're speaking things into your life.
Right.
So they would create songs to go with the scriptures, and so it would be totally embedded in me, and it's gone throughout my whole life.
And carried you,
honest.
and almost shaped your opinions and how you could believe. I love it because one of the things that you continue to confess is you're an entrepreneur. You have your own business, and we're going to continue to even in a time like right now where we're economically we're going through it. You're believing, stepping out in faith, and you know what? You still have a job. You still have your business running. Yeah,
most definitely.
Right, and so talk a little bit about how that shaped or you're shaping your kids to even dream big and be big in that.
Yes. So, like I said, I'm an entrepreneur, and my son recently asked me for a $300 motorcycle, sent the PPE and everything, and I'm like, skirt.
He
sent
ready.
me pictures and everything, which I'm like, I can't bash him. I can't tell him no because this is what I'm teaching him. Look at what you want, say what you want, speak it into existence and all that. But I said, when he sent that, it's time for you to start making money, son.
Right.
So we have to set something up for you to bring in some revenue, and then also to instill that in me and in my children, because I feel like I would have been much further along had I been honed as a child, because I've grown so much. I took a detour to the military, but had I not and I just focused on my business,
right.
it would have been way further along. So with my kids, I'm like, let's go, let's do this right now.
From the get-go.
So that, especially nowadays with the YouTube, branding, all that type of stuff, it's like, it's time to build generational wealth, you know, and let's build it in the right way, because once you do that and I have them in church, I don't have to worry about them going to the world. Let's bring these millions to the church. Let's bring these millions out to the world.
Yes.
We can spread love and still be cool at the same time.
Right.
Like that's my main thing with my kids. Like, you control your destiny, and if you're living in Christ, if you're living the word, you're at peace. Because a lot of people, they get the millions, they get the money, they do all that, but they're in pain. You wonder why you wake up to the news, such and such killed themselves, because it was ill-gotten.
Right.
You know, they're not rooted correctly. It wasn't gained correctly. So that's why I do it with my kids.
See, hey, that's why I told her I'm gonna let her go and start preaching, because she preached. You know, I appreciate that, because I know people are always trying to find their gimmick, trying to find their what is their brand, what are they trying to do? But you know what? Find it in Christ, and that's what you're doing. You're raising your kids up in Christ. They've been coming to the children's ministry, and then from there, boom. Now, like you said, those scriptures come back. That with you know, growing up hearing the ministers speak to you, that's guided you, and now here you are, still young entrepreneur.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? With continual aspirations. Like that's awesome, and that's something that your kids could look forward to seeing in their lives and stuff. And so that's kind of the topic we've been talking about here in the Overflow. And we want to continue to stay real. We want this conversation to stay real. We want to share with you guys the fellowship that goes on after our church. You know what? It's not just about that time slot of when we have service. Really, in reality, the congregation, the church, and everything, that's what we're doing right now. Right. And so we want to continue to connect with you. So stay connected. Share this video. Go see Charlie B+3 on YouTube. They're super fun to watch. Something good for the kids to watch it, and any single moms, you get like hope, like cool. You could
be honest and be a Christian at the same time.
At the same time, like, yes, ma'am.
That's major,
right? Hey, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon, and continue to tune in. God bless you.